Welcome to the Hotelligence Podcast, your strategic vantage point on the changing landscape of hotel safety. Hosted by Jim Kortz, a retired FBI DHS investigator, and Don Carr, a former frontline security owner-operator with years of first-hand incident response experience on hotel properties. Every episode brings you closer to understanding the full picture and what the future may hold. Let's begin.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of the Hotelligence Podcast. This is Season 2, Episode 11, When Keeping Becomes Exposure.
On the last episode, we talked about how the vendor doesn't carry your duty.
Today, we turn from who holds the duty to what the property holds.
The record.
We've said all season that the record protects you. That's true while you're holding it for a reason.
But the trouble starts when you're just holding it. Because holding it and keeping it feels safe, right? The instinct after this season is to keep everything. So if knowing is not neutral, surely keeping it is protection.
Keeping can be protection. It can also be accumulation with no posture behind it.
Yeah, and a property that retains everything forever really isn't being careful. It's deferring a decision it never made.
And every record it keeps is a record it can be asked to produce.
Yeah, that footage from 2 years ago, or the complaint log nobody closed, the note about a hazard that was fixed, but maybe it wasn't.
Right. You don't get to keep only the parts that help you. Keeping is a posture toward all of it. So let's talk about how the record ages, because a record does not mean the same thing at every age.
Right. A note written the night of an event is contemporaneous. It's strong. It shows what the property knew and when.
Right. And the same note, sitting unaddressed for a year, reads very differently. Now it shows the property knew, and then what?
Yeah, so time turns a record from evidence of attention into evidence of a gap.
Well said. And that's the part operators miss. They think a record's value is fixed the day it's written. It isn't. It keeps accruing meaning while you hold it.
An open item is a question the record asks about you. The longer it stays open, the louder that question gets. So operators swing the other way, right? Something happens and the instinct is to clean up.
And that's the most dangerous move in this entire conversation.
Yeah, because deleting a record after you know it's relevant is no longer retention. It's spoliation.
And the gap left behind is read as worse than whatever the record contained. A missing document? Well, that tells its own story.
Yeah, once a property has knowledge that a record matters, the choice to keep it is no longer optional. The window to make a clean decision is closed.
Which is why retention can't be a reaction. A decision made calmly in advance on a schedule, well, that's defensible. The same decision made the morning after is not.
Yeah, you set the policy before you need it. After, it's not a policy, it's a tell. So let's talk about why this varies. And what a property should keep depends really on the property.
Right. You have camera retention windows, complaint logs, maintenance histories. The right horizon differs by market, by system, and by what the operation can actually manage.
A property that sets, let's say, a 30-day footage window and follows it is defensible. But a property that sets 90 and ignores it is not defensible.
So the number matters less than the discipline behind it. A retention posture you keep beats a longer one you don't.
Correct. So the answer is never keep everything and never clean it up later.
Right. It's to decide in advance what the property keeps and why, and then to hold to it before any incident makes the decision for you.
That's Season 2, Episode 11 of the Hotelligence Podcast.
Next time, we'll talk about why reasonable depends on the market. We've said it all season. Now we sit with it directly and ask why the same act can be reasonable at one property and negligent at another. And remember, we're in this together.
And together, we make hospitality stronger.
We publish a short written insider briefing alongside each episode. The link is in the show notes.
Thank you for joining the Hotelligence Podcast, where experience informs smarter, safer hotel operations and prepares you for what comes next. Stay informed, stay confident, and stay connected. As the conversation evolves, Jim Cords and Don Carr will highlight developments that help hotels strengthen their approach to safety and risk management. See you next episode.